Hey guys, and welcome to the Kraken team Gala. Now, tonight what I have in store for you is actually quite special. This is a tournament that we've not yet seen in the game before. Not only is it 3 versus 3 instead of 7 versus 7, it also exists of basically a double elimination with best of 3 for the first round, and for the double elimination part, basically a 1 versus a best of 1. So that's going to be quite epic. It's going to be an action-packed filled night, definitely. And basically, I can't wait. And that's just, again, that's not the only thing. Another rule is because it's the Kraken team Gala, and Kraken is a French clan, people are only allowed to drive French tanks. So we're going to see lots of Batchats and AMXs and Foshes and combinations thereof. So it should be really good fun. At the moment you're looking at my preview image where you see my logo, but also the really awesome kick-ass Kraken logo, which is just awesome. And I'm quite looking forward to this. This is not something we see in the game a lot, especially not in tournament form. There's really good clans joining us tonight. I'm gonna be taking you over the whole list in a little bit. But yeah, it's just gonna be epic. It's gonna be so cool. So I'm just gonna take away this so you can see my garage. I'm doing it on my press account because people can't message this account, and that means that it will be pretty much nice and quiet and I won't be interrupted by lots of messages. And yeah, I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up with me so that I can run the preview and then run the stream, and then I'm gonna go in search for the room, because that should be up around now, I think. And then I can talk you over with what the teams are and everything. So it's quite an interesting thing. I quite like this, because it's a total different meta, and that just makes it exciting in my opinion. So let's see, tonight we have, like I said, the Kraken team Gala. We have 16 teams, and we have teams from waiting for Discord to load. A lot of Kraken teams, because they're hosting it, and that was the whole idea. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Kraken teams. Then we have Loka, we have Immor, we have a wild team that is not really known yet. We have R2K, we have Legion, and we have Win, and Live, and Nova. So like I said, it's definitely going to be a very interesting matchup. It's going to be quite epic to see all of this. I'm going to go check if the room is up yet. The rooms actually have name, and I've been assigned Bretagne, which isn't there yet. So I'm just going to wait for that a little bit longer. And I'm going to quickly ask who's making the rooms, because that would maybe that they expect me to do that. But all in all, like I said, different format. You see all my French tanks right now. Most of them are Prems. This is one of the newest tanks that have been in the game, premium wise, and it's such a little monster. I have a feeling we're not going to be seeing much of that tonight, to be honest. I'm quite sure that we're going to be seeing these 3, with perhaps a bit of these, because this is also a really lovely tank, and I've been using this tank in mat games a lot, and it really works. So I think that this is basically the combination of tanks we will be seeing, and there's a few tier 9s that might have a little bit of extra to give the tier 10 tanks, so who knows? We're gonna see. And yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna be checking for the room to be up. No results found just yet. I do like being Bretagne, by the way. Alexandru is being really nice in the chat. I've actually been remodeling my OBS thing. I still need an overlay where you get just a little nice border, but I haven't found one yet I like yet. So right now it's not there yet, but you see my half see-through logo in the top left corner. Not quite sure where I want it to be yet, but just experimenting with that a little bit. But I had people complain about the chat being in view because the chat is also available on YouTube and everything, and they do kind of have a point, so I figured I'd see what I can do. And for me that means that my screen is slightly smaller but a lot wider. But honestly, should go just fine. So let's see. Technically the matches should begin in like 1 minute. I have a feeling that that is not going to happen. Especially since the room isn't there yet. Which technically would help. So, oh, by the way, there's a 3-minute delay on the stream. So everything you say in the chat I see 3 minutes after you actually hear me. I will be responding to the chat because 3 minutes isn't that long a time. But don't be surprised if my reactions seem out of tune because it's been quite a while. Okay, so I'm not supposed to make the room, so that's good. So all in all, I'm just gonna let you look at the garage, look at my amazing proto. It's one of the tanks I'm really happy to have on my main account, to be honest. I actually quite like this garage. It actually makes it a little bit hard to view the tanks and everything, because with a lot of camos they are not as visible as they should be, but at the same time I like the work that's gone into this garage. It just looks so cool. And I like the fact that they show those tanks on the side. Of course, on this account I've golded it, because, well, it's a press account, I'm supposed to gold everything just to test them. And we're gonna see. I'm gonna see if the room is there yet. Bretagne, where are you? No results found. Honestly, I'm always, when I look at these room names, I don't understand what the fun is of human versus zombie. And all of the other things, it's just, oof. There's such an interesting amount of people and interesting amount of games in the training room. Boys and girls, that's another one. I don't get these kind of things. But of course you have people training, you have people testing out things. You have people thinking about football apparently. Champion du monde. Not exactly how I would spell it, but still. Oh, there it is. This is the one I'm supposed to join. It would help if I had a password. Let's see if I can contact the guy that owns the room, basically. And in that case, it would help if my Discord wasn't derping. Okay, I got a password. This is something I really hate. There we go. I'm in and I have a password. And it looks like that Mario is actually on his press account as well. The only tier 9 that I think we might see is the Proto. And that's a lot to do with... the description is Bretagne, that's why I couldn't find it. And we're gonna be viewing R2K versus Ammo Rain. And I'm gonna have a quick look to see who is on Ammo Rain. My laptop is being a bit slow. Yes. Kraken team Gala. Back to the team list. And in Ammo Rain, if I can find it, 16 teams, and they all have their separate posts. Ammo Rain is Mr. Rain, Thundersteel, and Ninja from Immor. And on the other side, we're gonna have... Where are you? Winch, Zerd, and The Honor from R2K. Just gonna ready up. So it should be fun. Let me know if you can hear the game. I put the sound on a little bit soft, so could be that I need to turn it up a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna start at Winter Malinovka, which I believe it's all Supremacy. On one side we see 2 AMXs in the bat chat, so that's gonna be 1 spotter and 2 clippers, basically. And on Immor's side we see a Fosh and 2 bat chats. So that's basically spot, shoot, and support. So yeah, it should definitely be interesting to see all of this. I am thinking that I need to up the volume of the game a little bit, but I don't know. Let me know. Not much to say right now. In Supremacy you have the base at the bottom, which is the map base, base A, and you have B and C in the middle and more to the top right of the map. Generally speaking, you would assume that teams focus on either quickly grabbing A. Ooh, now they're changing it. Quickly grabbing A or going for B and C. But at the same time, this is 3 versus 3, so an entirely different meta. 5.5 is not coming tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow morning we're gonna have some maintenance, that's all. We're not getting a whole new update tomorrow, don't worry about that. We still have plenty of time. Well, not plenty of time. We still have time to collect our lower tiers and keep them in our garage. So yeah, now I'm just waiting to see what happens and when we're gonna go. They didn't put... What the hell? They didn't put me in! Well, okay. I'm very curious what will happen in the battle now. We're not gonna see it. Well, so now we're just watching the team and seeing what happens. We see that they're all in battle. Very curious what will happen right now, but we've no way of knowing. But yeah. This is okay. Watching this is really interesting to see. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm actually in the team, which helps. But we're only gonna be seeing the next battle. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be really interesting meta. 3 versus 3 makes the teamwork entirely different because basically you have a lot less support, literally and figuratively, because you have to think a lot more about what you're going to do, where you're going to go, and you need tanks that can support each other, because if you caught alone by your 3 enemy tanks, basically you're doomed. But yeah, we're just gonna see what happens when they get out of the battle. Very curious to see who won. Apparently R2K won by the looks of it. But yeah. Okay. I'm readied up now, so we should be able to enter the game with them. So now they're changing the lineup. Imor has actually changed the lineup to be the same as R2K, so that's going to be interesting. And I think that has everything to do with what we didn't see just now. Hello, no. So yeah, I'm ready when they are. I wonder who pressed battle then, though. But yeah, problem with the connection can happen to anyone. So let's see when they're ready what's gonna happen. Are they gonna stick with the AMXs or is one of them gonna change? No, they're sticking with the AMXs. Probably change the loadout of the ammo a little bit or something. I think that's one of the things that make this a fun thing, because you can only choose the French tanks. Severely limits what you can and can't do, but tank-wise that is. But it makes it interesting, because you're gonna have to check what combination is the most effective. Okay, so we're waiting for the second match. And these games are all best of 3. So basically there's not much chance to make it work. If you've lost the first battle, there's a lot of pressure on you. And at the same time, I'm just gonna quickly check if there's any standings yet from which games we're gonna see next. But not yet. Right, everyone is ready, so I'm hoping we get to see a match this time. We're just waiting. Probably they're talking on Discord about whether or not they're ready to go. I have a feeling that Mannequin will be checking that before actually pressing battle. At the same time, I'm thinking the team's really ready up before they're actually ready. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see if anything's set. Oof, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, they do need to change the spawns, I think. Otherwise it wouldn't quite be fair. That's probably why they unreadied. I have a feeling Mannequin is definitely having some internet issues. But we'll see. I'm just gonna sit here and wait and look at the bat chats. I really want a bat chat. I'm currently only at tier 7 of the grind, and I really need to basically grind on. But at the same time with the mat games, I don't want to be grinding a tier 7 tank. Yeah, I can technically do it, but it would take a long time. But yeah, I'm doing reasonably alright in mat games with the Proto. I'm honestly not that big a fan of the mat games. But at the same time, the games go very quickly. And that's something that I think is a good thing. Because you get more wins in less time. You also get more losses in less time. But overall, you get more wins in less time. Oof. Okay. So we're gonna a different room. I'm waiting for people to start leaving because, yeah, that poor man again. Did he leave? Yes, he left. Now we just need to wait for the new room to pop up. Honestly, I like the whole name thing that they've got going on. Give me a room then. That would help. I do hope they haven't ended the battle without me again. Thing is that I'm not sure what he's gonna call the new one. Okay, so now there's 5, so there's... At least they're not gonna get into the battle without me. Just gonna see if maybe... Nah, he didn't name it after himself, that's good. Kraken. In the meantime, that Kraken logo does look really epic, doesn't it? I mean, it's no ladybird, but it looks very epic. We didn't see the first game because they didn't put me in the team. Hello, Agile Hippo. Have been meeting you quite a bit and in the game recently. On reds and on greens. No results found. There we go. We're all here. That's good. I want to spectate. I want to see a match. No, I'm not going to go into the battle. Okay, thank you. I mean, I am driving in a French tank, but still. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Okay, so again, we see 2 AMXs and a bad chat on each side. So this is definitely going to be interesting to watch. Same team up, completely different teams. Double elimination. Kiwi wants to join as well. But I have a feeling he's not going to be put in. And here we go, second match. And we start on this side. 1 legendary camo. Can't see that camo. But probably not. Let's go up and away. We have the Batchat is a little bit behind. Over there we have the 2 AMXs going. Oh, there is no supremacy here. Okay. The Batchat is going to the middle. We have the AMXs that are more to the back. Basically, they're sort of doing the same thing. Only the Batchat from R2K is more in a different position. And that makes it a little bit harder for R2K possibly. Because they're less together, so to speak. And R2K is playing this quite carefully, because now we have Ninja going up to the windmill, and they are holding. R2K is pulling back together, and they're going into position. We see the first shot being fired, but the only one taking damage is the Honor. And this is the tricky part with the autoloaders. Once they're out, there's a weakness. They have the AMXs pulling back. Look at the position of the Batchat. That's a very risky position. He only gets 1 shot in, but it might just be enough. AMX takes another shot. And another one. but he's now behind the house. And basically, they need to be careful. The Batchat is reloading, but the AMXs have full clips. And it will be mostly about focus fire. We see Winch that is there, and he's getting a shot in. But now he's gonna get rushed. Ooh, that was a big hit into Ninja. Ninja is taking a lot of hits, and the AMX is pulling back. And basically now it's just fire at will, so to speak, because now all autoloaders are reloading. And they can't really do much. But Winch will be the first to reload after this. The Batchat is actually reloaded. And he's taking a full clip out on Winch. And Winch has missed a shot. And the AMX is almost reloaded. And now Winch is reloading. But the Honor does have a full clip. Misses the first one. Misses the second one. And we see shots going on all around. And the Honor miraculously is not damaged. But now he does with the last shot of Ninja. Overall, HP wise, there's barely any difference. But this will be very tricky for either team, to be honest. Especially with the way that Winch is being very forwards. But there goes the Batchat, and that basically probably changes things, because the Batchat kills off the other one. Batchat might die, but against 3 guns, there's not much chance for it more. So that game goes to RTK. So technically RTK should be through now. I am gonna stay in this room, possibly. I think they should put a thing. I'm kind of scared to check the chat. Oof. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all of that. Now Supremacy is on, so that's a good thing. I'm not sure if we're gonna see more matches, because technically it's best of 3, I believe. I think. Let me check. Just gonna check the standings as well. We do see some things being readied in the standings, in the tournament standings on the site. Pretty, yeah, best of 3. Okay. Yeah. So that's Emor is gonna go down to the bottom thing then, because then they won. Regardless of whether or not I streamed it, they did fight it. We just don't know. It all happened fairly. So with that in mind, I'm just gonna show you this. This is where the whole team thing, I'm just gonna hit refresh. This is something that needs to be added in manually, I believe. So we won't be seeing everything yet, but we do see that Le 3 and then something. I'm gonna grab the team thing with it. The 3 mosquitoes, I think it says. But then in French. So they're the next one from Kraken S that are gonna go up against R2K, according to this. And after that, we still have a lot of things that aren't quite clear yet. The big 3 is also through, and that is... I saw them somewhere. That is Legion. So Legion is also through to the next round. Oh my god. Did you seriously just make that comment, Mud? That's actually something I'm so gonna abuse if I ever see a wheel in the game. You do know that there's a wheel in R2K, right? Matt Willie. Something, 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 something. Not following what's going on there. Just gonna hit refresh again, see what happens. If we see more teams being filled in yet. Not yet. But we still have a little bit to go before the next match. They probably anticipated that it wouldn't go completely smooth. So we have some time to kill. Madigan is back in the FT, which is also a French tank. I have to give him that. I'm just gonna take this off for a while so that you can see the game again. I just read it up to make sure that I don't miss anything, but I have a feeling that we have quite some time to kill before we see the next match. Something, something, something French. Je ne parle pas baguette. Ah, je parle un petit peu français. But not so good. To be honest, when technical things go wrong like this, I actually have such a laugh. Because even though I shouldn't, and I actually feel bad that things are going wrong, it's not useful to get angry over it or to be annoyed at it, because they're trying the best they can. They can't help this. So we see more people. Yeah, so basically we have to wait now. So I'm gonna hit refresh on the other screen again. See what happens. Lots of matches still going on or not filled in yet. Oh, the mod 1 is a lovely tank. Tharoon just said that he got a sweet deal on it, and yes, that the deal that you get in the game right now for it is pretty sweet. And it's a fun tank. It's not OP. It's not completely amazing, but it's fun. So we see some Kraken-esque coming in. Not the people I believe that are in the team that we're going to be seeing next match. So okay, next match should be in 9 minutes then. So that's different than what it says here. Overall, this is basically, I'm gonna show you the thing again. This is basically what it says right now. We have matches all the way up to and including, we don't actually see the finals yet. But basically, a lot of time, a lot of matches to stream when we get there. I'm just gonna keep pressing refresh. There was supposed to be a widget for this, but so far this site gives a lot of explaining about the widget, but doesn't explain anything about where you can get the widget, which isn't very helpful. So I'm just doing it manually. And I'm gonna take this away again. Not much to see yet. The room is gone. I wonder if the Bretagne room is back. No, they dismissed all the rooms. Okay. So then we have some time to kill and we can wait. I have a container to open, the last one of the day, which has cookies. I do like the cookies. I do think that the crate itself looks hilarious. And I can't play PC for naughty word that I can't say on stream. So I don't really want to do that. But I can show you a replay. So let me just find that. In the meantime, I'm checking Discord a little bit as well. Sorry, just getting a little bit distracted there. I actually had a game the other day in Mat Games with the AMX that I'm actually quite proud of, and I was actually thinking, I'm using a lot of actually here. I was thinking about using it in the in my AMX Proto video, because I recently aced it as well, and even though you won't get an ace for this was a game that I really loved, even though it's a Mac game, but I'm quite proud of how it went. So I'm just gonna try and find that battle, which means a lot of scrolling because people spam and spam a lot. Where is it? It's a proto game as well, so it's actually... Yeah, it's a French game, so I think that it would work here. Come on. My Discord is being so slow. It's not happy with me right now. It's actually one of those games where it just comes together at some point. And I'm quite proud. Okay, I finally found it. So I'm just clicking the link in the hope that it actually opens. Because that would definitely help. Okay, so we're gonna see a replay of me in the proto now. And this is a game that like I said, I quite liked it. I wouldn't say that I'm OP, because I'm not. But I've been having such a lot of fun with this. I'm having such a lot of fun with this tank in mount games, and it's basically the blood sucking and the marking that just works so well for it. The trick is always to get the team to go to the side where you want them to go. And reason that I always dislike using my own replays has everything to do with the fact that because I sniper mode a lot, replays aren't smooth. So it just looks very glitchy when I do it. And this is a game that you will never see me play on PC. Because on PC, I'm an absolute noob. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea what buttons to press. And this is something that I wouldn't do in normal battles. But because I can deal with the damage. I mean, I'm kind of shot big time here. But I can get another shot in. And then I can just safely pull back. And because I'm not too worried about losing HP. And has everything to do with the fact that I can just, well, earn HP back by shooting people. That's the thing that I quite like about Mac games, but it really works for this tank. And there's a number of tanks that have this combination of skills. But for me, this definitely works the best. But now I'm getting shot in my bum. So I turn around to deal with the Leo. And we have not even an AFK AMX, but an AMX that has... Basically, I have no idea what he's doing, and I don't think he knows what he's doing either. He's driving into the building. But this is why I like sniper mode, because I can shoot him between the turret and the body of the tank. And he's going away now. But I kind of want to find him, because I need to get rid of him. Because you don't want someone to shoot you in the bum. But it's actually run away all the way to A now. So I'm just seeing if I can shoot him. In the meantime, I'm capping base B. Don't really have to, but it can't hurt. See with the Leo over there, that is just driving. But then he decides to go back when I finish capping. And I just need to be careful with him, because he's really focused on me. But he gets shot, and I mark him, and then I kill him. And that's what I love about the whole marking skill. It is freaking evil. Just the way that it's... basically, it lets you steal HP. It lets you give HP to your team. And even though I generally don't focus much on giving my team HP, depends a little bit on where they are, what they're doing. This was a stupid bounce. I could have aimed for a different part, but I kind of wanted to track him as well. So I mark him, and then I shoot him again. By now I have nearly 4k damage, by the way. I'm trying to troll him into shooting, but I shoot him before he does. And then he's down, and we've passed the 4k marker. So now there's 2 tanks left. They're not likely to one-shot me, but they can hurt me a lot. And VK is gonna kill off the E100 now. And then I have to be careful, because he has a shield, which makes him harder to shoot. And I have the only one that I have left is that very special, very special AMX. I marked that guy, bounce on the VK, but do take a shot from the VK. And now the AMX is going in, sort of. Nobody knows exactly what he's doing. And I bounce on the VK again. And now, this is very lucky. He missed me. And that means that I can get a shot into him. The VK is pushing. And I know that I need to get away. So we have the object that is now shooting me. Killing a lot of people in my tank. But I managed to get away. And I use this time to just heal and be careful. And I'm really hoping that the AMX proves himself to be useful. And distracts him, which he does. So then I go in, want to get around, but not sure how to. And when I enter snipe mode like this, I skim the corner, take it too tight. And I have to be careful. I loaded Premo so that I know for a fact that I won't miss. So he's looking the other way, and I managed to shoot him, and I kill him. Did 5.1k damage. But this was just a gameplay that I really liked. Really aggressive in the beginning. Can honestly go either which way, to be honest. But this is the kind of mad games that I really enjoy, because it's quite epic. Look at the credits that I made. Even though I did shoot Premo, I never hesitate with using my consumables and everything. I use full on provision, equipment, all the things. Look at the base XP. That's just the kind of thing, I love it. I would have probably died 10 times over if it was a regular battle, because, well, I wouldn't be that aggressive in a regular battle. But overall, this is just the kind of stuff that I really like. So, let's go to training room, see if we have a Bretagne yet. No, see we have a Kraken. Kraken. There we go. Oops. Damn it, what are you doing? Okay, so I should be in time. I am in time, I'm readied up, I'm in a team. So right now we're gonna be following Life versus Cerberus. Which is probably pronounced differently in French. I love the whole Kraken with the mythological creatures, by the way. Absolutely adore that. This is the kind of stuff that I'm a big fan of mythology. My whole name is a proof of that, because Amonet is actually an Egyptian goddess, which comes from the Egyptian mythology. So that's something that kind of gives it away. I have absolutely no idea, Agile Hippo, if I'm gonna be streaming wins games at any point, at any time. No clue. So we seem to be having AMXs and Batchats again. And the only one that needs to ready up now is Manigan. And he's probably checking to make sure that they're ready. Which they are. I'm just making sure that there's no map or thing in the way. So here we go. We have Dark Templar, Pulpus and Quinoa Noob versus Amadeus, Mario and Massive. And we're gonna be seeing what happens. Just gonna go back a little bit. We have the Batchat that is quickly going to grab base A by the looks of it. And we have the AMX is taking a position to overlook whatever comes towards C. But I think that Life is actually sticking together. And if they are clever, they could grab B and C right now. Because the Batchat is only looking at A. They've not spotted anyone yet. And now they're grabbing C. And they're grabbing B. This is a clever move. And the Batchat is now gonna grab base A. Whereas the AMX is gonna go after the Batchat. Or possibly attempt to. But he doesn't dare do it alone. But now Life definitely has the upper hand. And we see that the AMXs are holding at C. The Batchat is moving. And basically Kraken is trolling at B. But at the same time, they know they need to rush in fast. One of them has now just lost all his 3 shots. So they need to focus fire. They need to shoot at Dark Templar because he's reloading. And I think that Dark Templar is not looking good for him. We have Amadeus that is just reloading. And 1 more shot. There he goes. And then we have a Batchat going after the Batchat. And I possibly think that the Batchat will die. But at the same time, the AMX 50Bs are both reloading. The Batchat managed to survive miraculously. And they need to choose a target. They need to decide who they're gonna shoot. Because right now, if you shoot at 2 targets, even though you have 2 guns, the Batchat is almost dead. So they need to be careful with that. We have the AMX. This is basically the whole problem. The Batchat is now dead. So technically speaking, Live should have this. I think that they do actually. Yeah, they have this. First game goes to Live. And I think that splitting them up with the Batchat all the way at A is very, very tricky. So that's the first game. Look at the difference in damage. That's nearly 2k. And I thought for a moment that Live would have big trouble there. And that's because they didn't seem to be focus firing on the same target. Because I think that's basically what makes the difference here. We see some Kraken people coming in and out. And I think they're sort of referees. We have Manigan that needs to ready up, and Quinoa needs to ready up as well. Now we see 3 Batchats on Kraken's side. That's going to be wicked. And we see 2 AMXs and a Foch on the other side. So that's going to be really cool. This is the kind of stuff that I love, because 3 Batchats can be completely evil. Because, well, basically, the thing is that they can not only clip, but they can be so fast that they're hard to hit. So I'm very curious to see where they will go with these little monsters. Especially since the enemy team does not have a Batchat. So I'm just gonna go up in the way and see what they do. They are... One of them is going to A. The other ones aren't. I think the Foch may be looking at B. Overlooking B at least. We see the first wild shot going in. And basically they need to be careful. They need to work together to make this work. Because they're very fast little evil tanks. And now they're grabbing B. And that's a risk, because if they get the bases, it will be hard for the Batchats. Nice shot there by Quinoa. But he did pay for it dearly. And now we have the Batchat that are focusing on the Foch. I'm gonna see if I can take you over there. But the AMXs are already there, and I think this is a very tricky thing. And there is one Batchat that has been completely deleted. And now the other one is at a very tricky position. They are cross-firing a little bit. But this is not going to be easy, especially when you have an AMX behind you or a Foch in front of you. That's not something you want to see happen. And I have a feeling that this little Batchat is going to be the leader as well. There he goes. No, the Foch is actually gone, and there goes the Batchat. So now it's 1 Batchat versus 2 AMXs. And basically I have a feeling that Kraken is in trouble. This is going to be painful for the Batchats. And I think, again, they didn't stick together, and I think that is what cost them. So the little Batchat that could is running away over the... Look at the fish. Generally never see that. But there it is. And there goes the Batchat. And the second game goes to Live as well. So that means that Cerberus is going to the lower tier. Cerberus, by the way, if I remember correctly, is the 3-headed dog that guards the underworld. Because as I was saying, I do love mythology. I really want the Gravedigger. I'm seeing people talk about calling Lomo or AK the Gravedigger. I really want that. And I'm actually missing a night of grinding doing this. But at the same time, this is a lot of fun as well. You know what? Oh my god. Yeah, this is what makes them... This is what makes these tournament battles so fun. When you don't take it too seriously, it's just so much fun. So I'm just gonna ready up to make sure I don't miss anything. In the meantime, I'm gonna hit refresh on the page and I'm gonna show you what I see. So we see... that's actually... okay. So they've divided it between 4 here and now we got the other 4. So this is the next thing that we're gonna see. We have Legion versus Kraken. Oh no, versus Nova. No? Kraken. Garbo. That's the wildcard. Sorry. We have Legion versus the wildcard team. And we have RTK versus the 3 Mosquitoes. And now we have Live that is going up against whoever won that. The rest, basically. And I actually like this kind of thing because in every thing there's a Kraken team. And so far it's been pretty even. Both Kraken and the other teams have gone through. And then you have the bottom tier. That is going to look like this. And these are going to be... Not actually sure if you can see my mouse when I do that. But the bottom tiers, bottom levels, bottom 3, maybe? I don't know. Is actually going to have a best of 1. Well, yeah, best of 1. So basically whoever wins that match is through to the next round. So those matches will be quite quickly. That's why there's so little time in between them. Honestly, love Kraken for organizing something like this. Because it's just fun. And it's not something you see every day. It's a different kind of... meta, like I said. Especially when you can only use French tanks. I think that we now know that using 3 backchat isn't gonna work. But probably using 3 Foshes or 3 AMX 50Bs wouldn't work either. Because you're so likely to run out of... shells at the same time, and then basically you're just targets. That's the same thing that I love about the French tanks when I see them in the enemy team. Well, not just French tanks, the autoloaders, to be honest. Because when you know that they're out of fire, they're out of juice, you can so hurt them. And you don't even have to be afraid for a full 10 seconds, which is in most tanks at least 2 rounds, possibly 3. So yeah, not much going on here now, so we're just waiting. I can see if I can find another replay for you guys. In the meantime, I'm getting asked by R2K who their next opponent is. I'm just gonna link him to the site that I'm using. So they're now leaving the room. I'm not sure if this is gonna be deleted, this room, or if there's gonna be a different room, or if they're gonna use it again. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can find you a replay to show you. I'm not entirely sure when the next match is that I'm supposed to be streaming. Judging by this, I would say at 9:30. Probably. So that means we have like 15 minutes left, which means that I can show you at least one game. So I'm gonna go to my replay channel. This is actually not gonna be one of my own replays. I generally don't share replays with myself. of myself, I should say. Because I record things and then I want to use them on my channel and everything. Let's see. It doesn't help that Discord is being so epically slow. I have one game that I'm not going to show you because I want to use it on my channel. Someone did a 5.8k damage game in Leuven. Not in Mad Games. In randoms. That is just insane. Meanwhile, Discord is definitely hating me. It's being so slow. This should be a fun one. I have a replay that is with a stock gun in the T-54. Come on. Oh my god, what is this thing doing? At this rate, I won't even be able to show you a battle before we have to start again. But yeah. Come on. I'm waiting for Discord to load now. In the meantime, I do hope you guys are having fun with this. I am. I'm having a laugh, but overall, technical difficulties all around. Oh, the room is gone. Let's see if we have new rooms yet. Yes, we do. I like how it's actually like not liking my typing things. I'm there. So now we get to see Legion versus Garbo's wildcard team. I don't know who Garbo is, to be honest. I'm reckoning it's one of the players. It would be so easier if people just used clan tags for this. But yeah, at least I'm there, so I can't miss it. I lost the replay, basically. It's not showing. Let's see what I have. If I have anything fun to show you guys. Come on. Discord generally isn't that bad, but at the moment it's being awful. Half tempted to just restart it. Not sure if that would do me any good, but half tempted to do it. Like, I'm trying to scroll, and it just doesn't. In the meantime, we're looking at the lovely Castilla, which I believe, technically speaking, logically speaking, would be the next map that we go to. And then you have base A all the way to the left of the map, base B in between the double points of 0, 0, and base C just on the right of the most right 0. And those are generally just... It's a tricky map, this, because you can go so many ways and it's so dependent on where you spot people. In a game like this, I would expect people to go to base A and the Citadel and duke it out there. With 3 versus 3, that would make sense. Meanwhile, PC Discord is absolutely hating me. Not even gonna bother. It's not my CPU because that's actually just handling things just fine. I am gonna refresh the page again. See if we have more standings. We should, to be honest. Yes, we do. Loga got knocked out. Who are the Kraken hunters? Let me see. My phone is actually much quicker with Discord, so I'm just using my phone to tell me what is what. The Prodigal Sons is the nickname of the Garbo team. So right now, what we have left is R2K, which is a team existing of Zerd, Winch, and Dielner, versus the Three Mosquitoes. I'm just gonna call them that, actually. Existing of Une Étagère, Kamishiro, and Seabiscuit. Then we have the big three. That is Hidde Strabbing, RG, and Losses AFK. Versus Garbo. Garbo is Orca, Winters with a lot of numbers and favor. And then we have No Lives that we just saw. Where are they? Just looking them up. It would be so much easier if this was numbered. Can't find them, but I know that Mario is in there. Versus Win. And Win is Rambo from North, Killer from North, and Camper from North. Lots of people from the North. And H4 Topochi, I don't know. Kraken Hunters, by the way, which is what they're facing, are Noxus, Captain Kraken, and Alfar. Oh, there it is. It's Amadeus, Mario, and Massive. And we had H4 Tipochi. And that is Hapki, which Radikos, David Wansk, and XXX 55555. So I'm just gonna take this away from you now. There we see a Mario. And a French streamer. This is actually so nice. Don't worry about it. Can happen to anyone. I remember one of the streams that I had that had such massive connection problems. I honestly quite like horror movies, to be honest. I've, not all of them, but every once in a while I'm in like a horror movie mood, and then I just have like a few weeks where I just mainly watch horror. And I think that's mostly to do with most horror is not all that scary. 90% of the horror movies are completely predictable. And they're not that bad. Well, the acting is generally really bad. And that makes it hard to take any of them seriously. And that's why it sounds stupid, but even though they're meant to be scary, most of the time they're just funny. So I'm in the room. Can't really do anything. Next match is in 8 minutes. I can't get the replay because Discord is hating me. I can't even close it. I'm just gonna see if I can hard close it actually. And see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure Discord doesn't like me. I understand the whole thing that they make new rooms and everything. But you could just edit the room. Come on, Discord, close. You know it's bad when Discord doesn't even want to load through Task Manager. Hello, CHKR from Hapkey. And this is getting a message. We're seeing the classification, the whole lineup on YouTube. Yeah, I know, but there's not much else to show you right now. So we know the next matches that are gonna happen in 5 minutes. And we're gonna see what we end up with. Technically speaking, we could now have a Legion versus RTK in the half finals. I have no idea what you're saying, Aljo. Something about 15, something about the stream. I have no idea what the rest means. Yes, I completely agree there. This is the kind of stuff they should do more often. You can actually do this on like a monthly basis and then just make it a different nation each time. And then maybe combine Japanese and Chinese because you don't have many tanks there. Ooh, they're using their Legion press account things that they had for the whole Twist Cup wildcard tournament. Lots of press accounts in this room right now. Something, 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 win. I know a few words in Finnish actually. Most of them are not good. And the other ones are things like Verta ja liha, and that's everything to do with a song that I used to listen to a lot. I still like listening to it. It's from Turbion Katilot. Actually, I have no idea what they're singing, but the music is loud and it's quite nice for me. I'm sorry for spoiling your horror movies. But that's the thing, same thing with disaster movies. At some point there's always someone going off on their own. And in horror movies you know they're gonna get killed. And in disaster movies you know they're either gonna get killed or they're gonna get hurt. And then someone has to go save them because they can't do it on their own. It's actually, if you've not seen it, I'm just gonna talk movies here actually. If you've not seen it, really interesting movie to watch is Cabin in the Woods. It's in a way predictable, but in a way it's really, really not. And it has a hot blonde babe and it has Chris Hemsworth in it, which makes it a lot of fun to watch. Other than that, not really much to talk about now. We're waiting for the game that should start in 3 minutes. There is part of Garbo. So basically we have Legion versus Legion now with Favor there. And we have Yutim and Easy. Also what Hida just said here is hey boys, basically. Okay, so I have been assigned a team. I am readied up. And we're gonna be seeing what happens soon, I'm guessing. Technically in 2 minutes, but if everyone is ready, we can just go. So now we're just waiting. We have about 2 minutes left to go before it should start. I'm getting messages on Discord that I can't reply to yet. All of this, just the kind of gameplay that this shows, the way that people are having fun together in, not necessarily the in-game chat, but in the room chat and everything. That's just fun, I like it. And like I said, the whole setup, I can really see this happening more often in different nations and everything. So we have Legion with 2 AMX 50Bs and a Batchat, and on the other side we have 2 Batchats and a Foch. So that's an interesting combination. Foch can be so troll, Batchats are so fast. I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do. So we're gonna go up and away. We have the Batchat going the other way. And we have the AMXs that I believe are going to go to B because that's what they said, but it doesn't really mean that they're going to go there. Then we have the 2 Batchat that crossed over. I think that the lone Batchat from Legion is going to go spot them. And I think that the Batchats are going to try and make a quick cap at base B. And I have a feeling that they're not going to go get away with that. Especially with 1 AMX already spotted. And B cap slightly deactivated, but they are gonna get that base. There you go. And they know the Force is back there somewhere. They just don't know where exactly. And now one of the Batchat is going off. Because he can probably shoot the AMX from there. And we see that the Batchat is taking a little bit of damage. But not all that much. He's basically hugging the building. Now we have the Foch that is pulling back. And I don't understand why he didn't just reload. Batchat is getting some shots in from over there. It's just gonna take you in a little bit. Because that Batchat is in a lot of trouble now. We have the Foch that is coming up, but basically he does not have much cover. And they have the base. Basically, the pressure is on Legion to do something. And they could easily do that, but they need to do it. Especially when they're not spotted, not until it's too late. We have a Batchat here that might just drown if he doesn't knock the wall like that. They need to make a move, to be honest. And now they are. We have the AMXs that are going into base B. I think we're gonna see another AMX that is actually, oh, he's actually at the top there. The Foch is now taking heavy damage, including from the Batchat over there, which I think is a nice way of crossfire. So HP wise, Legion definitely has the advantage, but they do have a little bit of an, basically a challenge. But unless they got the base, which they are now. And easy, well, Orca did not go and cap base A. So we have a fully reloaded AMX here. With a Batchat that is reloading. That is now running away. But now we have 2 AMXs that are going to go in. And they're going to be some damage here. But we have 2 Batchat that are going to take out Hidde. I'm quite sure of that. But there goes the Foch. Hidde pulls back. And that's a big shot into the Batchat there. And now the Batchat is gone. There's only 1 Batchat left. And I have quite the feeling that this game is not going to go in Garbo's favor. He would need to be very epic. Well, okay, that would have been a very epic Kolovanov if he managed to do that. So I did 0 damage again. Sorry about that. But that was quite a cool game to see. And this is still best of 3. So we're gonna see what happens next. And now we see the similar lineup on Garbo's side with 2 AMX 50Bs and a Batchat. And on the other side we see the same lineup. And I have a feeling that that lineup generally works best. You have a spotter and you have 2 big clippers. So here we go. That pink camo looks so orange. You see my proto disappear? Smoke is still there. Smoke is now gone as well, but that was cool. So if the Batchat that is going over quite quickly, we have the AMXs that are going over as well, helping each other just a little bit. And I think we're gonna see a cheeky cap at B potentially, because the AMXs will be right behind. They're not that slow. And this is a stronger side for base B than the other side is. So now we have them capping base B with the Batchat at the top. The AMXs are ready to shoot them, but the other AMXs are going to the base A side. And they kind of need to get the points, and then they still need to kill someone. But they will have the advantage. And I wonder if Legion is gonna take the chance to... First shots being taken. Shots fired. If they are gonna grab C, because they know that they're not gonna be there. And I think RG is doing just that. Whereas the AMXs are retreating. They're gonna go to C probably as well. Which I think is a tricky move, because now it means that they're leaving B unattended. But they will have 2 bases, assuming that they can keep hold of them. Because that will be tricky. Batchat is gonna run away, of course. But they will need to work together. There goes a plane. They will need to work together in order to make this work. And this is a tricky position for Lost AFK to be in. Because it's easier to shoot down than it is to shoot up. But now we have Hidde. That is taking some nice shots there. But he needs to be careful not to lose too much HP himself. And Lost AFK is taking a little bit of damage. And now that they know that Batchat is out, they need to focus fire more. Oh my god. Batchat is gonna just destroy Lost AFK now. Or the AMXs. They're gonna lose a tank now. And that's gonna make it very hard for them. Because they didn't take him out. They didn't take the other AMX out. And now we have Hidde that is alone. And he needs to be careful not to get shot there. Because if he starts losing HP, he's in a lot of trouble. We have the Batchat that's going around. Not sure where he's going, to be honest. But Hidde is now spotted. And he's gonna get shot from both sides by 3 tanks. They cap base B, and Hidde has been deleted. So I'm fairly sure that with a 3 versus 1, there goes the plane again. That this game is not going to Legion, but is going to Garbo. Unless the Batchat runs away, grabs A, grabs B, and gets C back again. This is a very clever game from Garbo, to be honest. With the way that they did this. And I think that positioning that Legion had meant that they really couldn't be supporting each other. And the Batchat is running away, which I completely understand. But if he had gone the other way, he might have been able to clip the AMX after he reloaded. Because this will be very tricky for him. He needs to make every shot count and not get hit. But especially the not get hit part is difficult at this stage. So let's see what happens. They have 3... Well, basically, no. There's no way he's going to be able to pull this off. Unless he managed to get 3 magic ammo racks. Look at the base. There you go. Points are already there. But he did manage to survive, have to give him that. Again, did 0 damage. Damage-wise, it isn't even that far apart, but they took the guns out. And that makes such a big difference. So now we just have 1 more game to go, because best of 3. And then we're gonna know who is going on to the next round. Either it's Garbo or it's Legion. I wonder if we're gonna see a different tactic now. We're gonna go to Desert Sands. So of course we're gonna see a different tactic. But I mean play-wise. Because right now, last 2 games, basically the team that left someone alone was the team that lost. So they need to stick together more. But at the same time, you have to get the bases. You have to get the spots in. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens, and I'm very curious who will win this. 3 versus 3 is difficult to say the least, because if you get one gun taken out, it makes such a big impact. The favor is definitely right there. RG, are you ready? Oh, that's a tricky lineup. And on the other side, we see 2 AMX 50Bs and a Foch. And again, this, well, it's basically the same thing with the Batchet actually. That's an auto gun as well, but it does have a different reload and a different shell load, basically. So it will be fun to see what they do. I would be very surprised if the AMXs went desert. At the same time, positioning in the desert is better. And they could get shots into base B. No, but we're gonna see Duke out at base C. That's gonna be cool. And I have a feeling that nobody is gonna waste a shot to get the sandworm out. I'm gonna see if I can get you a sort of wide angle to see what is going on. But not really. We have the AMX that is cheekily getting the cap. We have the Foch at the back. That's a very good goal. Because if they get spotted... Oh my god, oh yeah, he did get it. Didn't really see the red circle. Last AFK did get spotted there. And I think they think that it's gonna come from behind. But now he got shot, so now they know where they are. But right now, Legion has the upper hand. They have the bases. They have the base, to be honest. They have slightly less HP, but not that much. They have full clips, but the AMX is just reloading, which I think is a good call, because at this point nothing is happening. So if the AMXs that are pulling back, whereas Garbo is moving in. I'm curious what they will do, because now the other ones are grabbing base C. They're gonna they're not even gonna go through. They're capping. And then the point of fun is gonna be on the other side. They need to work together. They need to clip together. They need to get a target together. But right now they're like, where are they? We have the Foch peeking on one side, the AMX on the other side. And that, I think, if they don't stick together, could break them up. Now we have an AMX on each side. They are spotted. And there's the first shot going in. But there's shots being taken on both sides. And that is a very cheeky shot by Orca. But he is getting away with it. He got away with 2 of them. He's just reloading now because they have the base. They don't have the pressure. And they also have the HP advantage of around 800. Which isn't much, but with only 3 tanks, it's 2 shots. But they need to make it work. I think they're gonna retreat into the desert. This is pretty stalemate kind of game, to be honest. I mean, not that it's still as in nothing is happening, but more like there's not a lot of action going on. And I think what they're doing now, the AMXs, is a good call. Because they can get base A, they can decap base B, but they need the base and they need to kill people. They will also need to get base B at this stage. With the amounts of different points. Ooh, that was a big shot into Hidde. Lots of HP being lost. And still, Garbo has the base. They don't have the pressure. Legion does. They need to make a move. They need to push in. They need to take out at least a tank. But probably all of them, to be honest. Well, technically, yes, of course, all of them. But yeah. And now we have Legion that have lost his AFK is spotted. Hede is not going into base A. They don't seem to care about the caps, but at the same time, the points are steadily going up. And they will have to make a push at some point. And I don't think they really know where to push, where to go. We have Favor that is anticipating them returning to their spawn. Which is what they're kind of doing, but not quite. They're splitting up. That's tricky. Hede thinks that they're all the way back to the spawn, but they're... Actually, Garbo is holding nicely together, and I think that's a really good call. Because they kind of need to. If you got alone, then you lose. At this stage. At these games, to be honest. With the 3 versus 3. And they have the base, they have no pressure. They can just wait it out. You can just see what happens. It's all up to Legion. To make this push, make it happen. At random we see some shots going in. We have the other legions that are going around base A. It's not going to be in time, guys. You need to move. You need to make a push. You need to kill a tank. Hede has lost quite a bit of HP. So he's the most likely gun to get taken out. These guys, I'm just going to go behind them so we can see what happens. They're positioned really well around this base for a 3-tank match. And now they're moving because they're anticipating where Legion is going to come from. And they'd be right. We have Favor that's actually stuck against the building. But we have Hede taking another shot. And we have Winters that actually bounced a shot there. We have RG that's pushing in. It's not going to be enough, especially with the Foch laying that kind of shots in. Hede that can't really peek out. And we have RG that has now been spotted, so now one of the AMXs is just turning around to deal with them. He is shooting the Foch, but it's not going to be in time. Look at this. Look at the difference in HP. Look at the difference in points. We're almost there. They don't even need to die anymore. Garbo has this game. I think it just took too long for Legion to make a move there. And Hede lost too much HP to make a really effective push. Well played. So that means that Garbo is through to the next round. Oof. So I'm just gonna hit refresh to see what happens on the other side. The 3 mosquitoes were swatted by RTK. Win won from life. So we have Garbo versus RTK next. And Win versus Kraken Hunters. And at the same time we get Leviathan against Lonka Power, which is Loka. And Forstaps versus Cerberus. So I'm not sure which match we're gonna get, but that's gonna be in 12 minutes at least. And there goes the room. It's gone. Why just these room names, seriously? Oh my god. You can shoot only when you are on a boat. The games that people think of. Why? Oh my god. But yeah, to be honest, if they had stayed at sea, they would have just been... it would have become a brawl. And it could have gone either way. And they decided to play it more tactically. But yeah, giving C up in this case gave up the most secure position for 3 tanks in this map. But yeah, let's go back to the garage. Let's look at my pretty AMX Pro though. It's so cute. Especially with this camo. This is like, I have this tank. And I have this tank. Both equipped on my main account with these camos as well. Because it looks so good on them. And I'm a proper gold noob. And no, for those that are watching that are wondering, this is not my main account. This is a press account. This account has everything. And that's why it's completely loaded with gold and credits and free XP and prem days and everything. Because it's a press account. It says everything. But this is not my account. This is Wargaming's account, basically. And if I ever stop being CC, I would not have this account anymore. So yeah. This is just... I'm gonna take that off again. Because then you can see the tanks that they can drive. But yeah, aside from the Proto, I don't think we'd see T9, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be only seeing these three. So we have 10 minutes to go before the next game starts, supposedly. I'm gonna see if there are rooms yet, because then I'm just gonna join that. Gala. We have 3. Okay, so they have... That's... Okay, so they have ready to kill versus 3 mosquitoes. That is actually what just happened, so no, that's not it. They still need to be dismissed. So in the meantime... It's Hapki that won from the Kraken Hunter. So it's winner versus Hapki. And RTK versus Garbo. And I'm gonna show you the screen again. There we go. We have Legion that is gonna go against either Leviathan or Loka. Which is gonna happen in 10 minutes as well. And we have Forstop and Cerberus. That the winner of that is going to go up against the 3 mosquitoes. We have Nova versus Lebe something. Let me look that up. What the full name is. Le Bête du Gévaudan. My guess. Like I said, I'm not good at French, so no idea. But that versus Nova. And we have Demon Beer versus Ammo Rain. Honestly, when you name your team the 3 mosquitoes, I can't say anything but swat it. Mosquitoes are quite evil. I'm a huge fan of bugs. Most people know this. I'm not a fan of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the bugs that I generally always kill. I squish them. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take that away from you again. There we go. And let's see. No, they're still there. Just gonna see. We have climbing, no shooting. We have we have a room that I can't say on stream and a room that I can't say on stream. Admin says who fights. Hi, it's just a fun room. You know the rules. Honestly, if it's a fun room, what are the rules? Boat gladiator. This is, oh my god. I have to admit that it's actually nice that people are so creative with ways to use the game. The most surprised I've been with things that I've seen happen, well, not seen because I didn't join, but that I've seen in training rooms is boyfriend and girlfriend. You literally do nothing, But apparently, you have like this big heavy tank, and they have apparently a girly tank. I don't know what makes it a girly tank, but you have a girly tank, and you drive around on the map together as if you're on a date. Just what? It's just, yeah. Die Deutschen Kings. More humans versus zombie boys and girls. Mixed teams. Oh my god, you can be in the same team with a boy or a girl. A Deutsche Sparraum. So basically they're doing like hot topping or whatever. What? Honestly, I'm not looking at who makes them and what kind of people they are. This family. Tier 1 and 3 is the baby. 4 and 5 is kids. 6 to 10 is either a dad or a mom tank. What exactly do you do? Oh my god. Okay, there are some gala rooms again. Oh, we're still missing one. In 5 minutes we're supposed to have a match. It would be nice to have a room. Let's see if we can find Bretagne. I've actually been to Bretagne. It's really pretty. Gorgeous area. Kraken? No, still just 3 rooms. So yeah, we still have some minutes. If you have any questions or want me to blab about another subject, just let me know. I honestly have no idea what to talk about. And right now we're just waiting. I can look at the team up again, but we already know it and I've already just discussed it. So, not much to say there. You are seeing the same thing that I am. So we're just waiting for the room, to be honest. And just waiting until we get the next matchup. Because I don't know. Forstop versus Cerberus. Oh, look, there goes the best of one, Leviathan versus Loka. So that's going to be pretty intense matches, to be honest. I wouldn't call it kill bugs. I kill mosquitoes. I kill flies too, by the way, if I can. But most of the time it's just easier to catch them and just toss them outside the window. But yeah, I love all kinds of beetles and butterflies and bugs, and I don't use a ladybird as my logo for nothing. And saying that, I literally just saw a ladybird on TV. I have the TV playing in the background, not watching it, but for some reason I always like having the little moving pictures in the background. But yeah, I've actually one rule, you mean? Yeah. One ring to rule them all. Oof. Honestly, I need to find subjects to talk about during these kind of streams when we're waiting, because it's not enough time to show a replay. Especially not... Ooh, there we are. I have arrived. So we're gonna have Garbo versus RTK. Whoop whoop. We're just missing Zert now. It's just... I always find it funny. I used to do the like the boyfriend girlfriend thing and the family thing and everything with Playmobil, not with online thingies in a tank game. I still have my collection of Playmobil somewhere in the attic, I believe. Oh my god! Yes, no, this is something that I need to tell you. I met this user maybe a week or 2 weeks ago, called Dave. Dave the Gold Noob. His name already appealed to me because I'm the clan leader of the Gold Noob Association, so that makes sense. But he's just I'm gonna see if I can find more of Dave. It started with the fact that we had a battle, and it was just a lot of fun. He started with that I was the top tier, and he said that I had to do good because otherwise we'd lose. And it was just a lot of fun. So I messaged him. We won. I did carry, did most damage. It was in rating, so I was still calibrating, so I didn't get any rating for it, but I did top damage and everything. And he messaged me after the game, or I messaged him, and I said, I hope I don't disappoint. And he says, nope. So I said, I love your name. And it basically, he's just really funny. We were talking about clans, and he goes, I made one called the Ultimate Gold Noobs, but it didn't work out. So I asked him, too much noob and too little gold? And he says, yeah. Also, I was the only one in it. And that's just the thing that it all seems to be about. And we're actually entering the game now, so I'm going to continue that later. But Dave is awesome. So we have 3 bad chats on RTK's side and 2 AMX 50Bs in the bad chat on the other side. That's going to be tricky because we already saw 3 bad chats and that didn't really work out. So they need to stick together if they want to make this work. But it looks like they're doing just that. They are going to go into the middle. And we're going to see what happens. We have the bad chat in the middle. Then we have the AMX that is pushing over. We have one shot going into favor. And we have bad chat that are pushing the bad chats. But Winch is getting really damaged there. And I think that we might already be seeing a bad chat that is just disappearing. They would need to work together very... Oof, there goes Winch. And that is the 3 bad chat problem. And now we're gonna have a problem. Because they're not focus firing on the same target. There goes one AMX. We have Zert that is barely alive. And now they need to run away. Run away! The Honor, what are you doing there? Oh my god. Go, go! I can't believe they survived that. Oh my god. And the Honor is just spotting, so they know where he's going. They need to be careful. They are capping base B. I have a feeling Zert is gonna get a C. We have some very cheeky shots by the Honor there. They didn't get... Oh my god, are they actually gonna do this? They're gonna get C, so they will have the point advantage from now on. Assuming they manage to survive. But that will be very tricky. They can't leave base B alone. But they will need to get a base as well. And we have the Honor that is going back through the train tracks. We have Zert that is comfortably sitting at the back. And we have Favor that is going to grab base A. But it's going to be too little too late. As long as Zert survives and as long as the Honor survives, they could basically have this. And the Honor is just driving around. And basically the trickiest thing will be to make sure that B isn't capped. So now we have Favor and Winters that are focusing together. Because they kind of have to. But they do have full clips and they could really easily kill the bad chats. But they just need to... If they get base B, then they've won. But it's not really likely that they're going to be able to do that. Winters has just been spotted. But at the same time, the Honor can't really make a shot. But he does make them nervous. That's actually good. And now we have 4 minutes left to go. Ooh, we have the Honor making a risky move there. I think he's gonna steal A from them. But Zert needs to be very careful. He did get spotted there. Now he needs to run. He needs to run. I can't believe they're getting away with this. But now the Honor is almost dead, so they need to be careful. They both have 1 shot left. Let's see if I can bring you in a little tighter. Because this is very tricky for the Honor. The Honor is now empty. Oh my god, they did it. I can't believe they did it. Wow. Honestly, I believe that could have gone either way. Honestly, I believe that the RTK would lose this based on the bad shots. Especially when Winch died so fast. Oh my god, that was awesome. So you're gonna be seeing this in like 3 minutes and your mind is gonna be blown. Honestly, loving it. So there we go, next match. Now we have, again, 3 bad chats, and now we have 2 bad chats and a Fosh on the other side. And I think they're hoping they're gonna do big booms to the bad chats. This does change the whole gameplay again. Let's see what happens. We have the bad chats sticking together again. I think they're gonna maybe try to get a cheeky cap at B. But they need to be careful. Only Winch is taking the risk. But not really. They've taken quite widespread positions. And now I think... No, they're not gonna go for B. I think they're gonna grab A. But they might just take B. They're trying for B. I'm not sure if they're gonna get away with it. Would possibly do it if the Honor was in there with them. We have a wild shot going into B, which didn't work. And now they're capping again. If they can get away with it, they have a luxury position. But I'm pretty sure they won't. Zerd is moving back. Oh my god, they are getting base B. Them 3 bad shots be evil, yo. Because now they just need to survive. That's all they need to do. They have the bases. It's very unlikely that Garbo is going to be able to grab base B from them. And every few seconds they get 5 points more. So we have Winch that is holding the back. We have Zerd and the Honor that are going the other way. Or not. They're repositioning. I think they're readying for the push that they know is going to come at some point. And I think this is a good call. But I think they should just run. And just grab C. 2 of them have been spotted. Especially the Fosh is dangerous. Oh, that's even not that big a shot. Come on, you guys, you need to focus fire. Winch is almost dead again. Run away! Kill the bad chat. Any bad chat. Kill a bad chat. That was lucky more than anything else. And now they're all reloading, but Winch is in a lot of trouble. Winch is gonna die. Bye, Winch. Ooh, Fosh is gonna die. Fosh is dead. Now it's bad chat versus bad chat. Versus bad chat versus bad chat. But this is very tricky. They need to exchange better. This can go either way. Ooh, Zerd is gonna die. Oh my god. The Honor. Ah! The bad chats almost had it. All they had to do was run away, basically. But they didn't. No, don't miss. This is not looking good for the Honor. Especially like this. There he goes. Aw. If they had only run away. Oof. It's really fitting here. So now we have 1 game left on Canyon. Oh, no, we were on Canyon. We're gonna go to Faust. Oh my god. I love Faust. Faust is awesome. And that's going to be a lot of fun with 3 batchets, I think. In the meantime, Garbo is going for a Fosh, a batchet, and an AMX 50B. So they're going for an all-round team. And the owner has gone with the AMX 50B. Well, I think in this case they would be better off with the batchets. But that's just me. Really curious to see what they're gonna do. Because he hasn't read it up yet, so he might still be changing back. I don't think that's the idea. 4 versus 3, that's... yeah. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with the... No, we're not. Okay. 2 batchets and AMX 50B. This will be cool. I love this map. This map is so awesome. At the same time, it's very easy for the AMX 50B to be caught alone. Because he has 2 batchets with him and they can be anywhere. So we have RTK not even getting base C. But focusing on A. I think they're gonna grab A. And then they're likely trying to get some shots in. But they will start with the point disadvantage now. Which, with so little armor, can be very tricky. And the only thing that this does really is point out where they are. We have the AMX that is pushing now, and I think it's going to be overlooking B. But basically, Garbo has a free cap at C now. So they need to do something. And I have a feeling that they might just be stealing base D. Look at these lights, they're annoying. So we have the batchets that are now going to go to D and steal it. I wonder if he's going to get away with it, because now he has a Fosh, a batchet, and an AMX that are going to come at him. No, he's not gonna get away with it. Ooh, he did get it. He did get it. Oh my god. He did lose a lot of HP for that. Ooh. Ow, ow, ow. Surt is gonna be deleted. He is so lucky there, but there he goes. And now we have the owner that missed a shot. That missed another shot. But they do have 2 bases, so if Winch just stays safe and runs away. And this is... Ooh, the owner is in trouble now. This is not looking good for RTK. They would have to have exquisite focus fire in order to get away with this. Which they're not, because they're shooting at different targets. And now the owner is reloading. The Fosh, there he goes. Poor Winch. And the owner is being hurt a lot. And I'm pretty sure that he's not even going to be able to fire another shot. And there he goes. And that's the end of RTK on this side of the double elimination. Oof. Honestly, I think that the 3 batchets would have gone better in this case. Surprised, but I think it would have worked on this map. So after this, RTK still has a chance. They have a best of 1 versus someone from the bottom thingy. So let me just press F5 there to see what happens. Probably hasn't updated yet. It has, actually. And we see that it's Loka that is going to go against Legion. The 3 Mosquitoes are going to go against Forstap. And for the rest, we don't know yet. But all of that is best of 1, so it's going to go quite quickly. And our next match is probably going to be... I'm not sure. It doesn't say. But I'm guessing in... actually, no. We should get matches before then. We might be seeing some of the best of ones. Hoping. Because that would be fun. Very curious to see how the rest will go. Not entirely sure what we're going to be streaming. But technically we could have a match in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, 15 minutes I mean, and in 25 minutes, and then in 35 minutes, and after that, the finals. As technically speaking, I believe the last matches start at 11:30, which is in 1 hour and 15 minutes. So again, I need questions. Let me see what you guys wrote. Bugs Bunny is not a subject. So let's not talk about that. But read you a book. I got a book on army tactics. Well, it's technically a sci-fi novel, but there's a lot of tactics involved. It's a pretty old book. Older than I am, I believe. By a few years. But it's quite awesome. It's by Gordon R. Dixon. And it's called Tactics of Mistake. And if you're looking for a slightly tactical science fiction novel, it's definitely a good one to read. I'm a big fan of Gordon Dixon. He's one of those writers where I can just buy every book. Don't have to read the backside. I know it's gonna be awesome. And he's long since died. He actually died like years ago. Let me see if I can find out more about him. Because you guys aren't giving me subjects, so I'm just gonna think of something to talk about. But honestly, really love. He died in 2001 actually. But he's written so many great novels. Now, poof is something else, and oof is like, oh dear. And a poof is like, gone. But yeah, I'm a massive book nerd. I have possibly over 1k books, which at 33 is quite a lot. I mainly have science fiction and fantasy novels. I don't like reading realism. It's just not as fun. When there's so many worlds out there, why would you be in the one that you're actually at? This is actually a saying that I really like. I read a lot of books not because I have no life, but because I choose to have many. And that says a lot. Because I believe that when you read a book, you go into that world, and a little piece of that world will always stay with you. Which is one of the reasons that I really love reading books. So yeah. So with that in mind, I'm gonna see if we have a new room yet. Gala. No, not yet. Would be cool though. To just go into one and see what happens. It's gonna check the tournament thingy. So Win won from Hapki. So we have Garbo versus Win. And we have... Well, we have No Lies versus either Demon Beer or Emo Rain. We have Kraken Hunters versus Nova. Innovation, I should say. Innovation? Novation? Not sure how they want me to pronounce that, to be honest. But yeah. Overall, I'm a massive book nerd. Love reading. Ooh, there we go. We have a room. So in 12 minutes, we're gonna have Garbo versus Win. So that's gonna be cool. I did get asked before if I'm gonna stream Win. Apparently I am. Sorry guys. I'm having fun with this. I like this is actually a tournament where, yes, of course there's pressure, but there's not massive amounts of pressure. There's not tons hanging on, literally a ton, like in the Twister Cup. This is just mostly for fun, and it's the French thing and the whole French tanks and the team names and all of that just makes it a lot of fun. I like how he's choosing the FT. This is just, I like that it's not too serious. I like that the teams are joking with each other. I like that people are just having fun with it. In the end, this is a game and it should be all just fun. And you shouldn't have to worry about all the things, all the drama. There's so much drama with this game. It's ridiculous. But then you have nights like this, where you have just friendly people that may not even like each other. They may completely hate each other, but they're having fun together. So yeah, it's just fun. So right now, going back to the books, I'm actually been reading the Dragon Riders of Pern series by Anne McCaffrey again. This is a series that I started reading when I was 15 years old, I believe. Yeah, 14 or 15. And Dragon's Dawn from this series was actually the first English novel that I ever read. And ever since I did that, I've more or less refused to read anything in Dutch again. I'm from the Netherlands, so it would make sense for me to read Dutch things. But yeah, that was the start of my love for English books. Because I always feel that the English have such better ways of expressing themselves. I'm just gonna reply to this. Because it is a lot of fun, this. But yeah, Dragon Riders of Pern is also a series that, depending on whether you read it chronologically or in the publication order, it is based sci-fi and fantasy both. And I really liked it. And as I said, that's where my love for English novels started. And right now there's like 30 books or something in the series. Unfortunately, Anne McCaffrey died a few years ago, and I absolutely hate that, because she's one of those people where you just want them to keep writing, to keep making books. She's written way more books than just this series. But for me, this series is definitely the best. No, I have not read Tigers in the Mud by the Ottoman Carriers, but I will definitely look into it. I'm always game for new books. To be more nerd. I like being a nerd. Nerd means that you love something a lot, and that you're not scared of admitting that. So Win is already here. So now all we're missing is Garbo. But yeah, if you ever want to read a really, really, really giant series of books, you should read The Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time exists of 14 books and a little prequel. The prequel you shouldn't read until you've read to part 10, by the way. But basically, all in all, the whole series is nearly 12k pages. So it will take you a while to get through, but it's definitely by far the best series I've ever read. I was homesick for like nearly a year, so I had a lot of time on my hands, and I needed to sit still, which is not something I'm good at, but with a book that definitely helps. So I read that series then, from beginning to end, and when I was a teenager I already read 1 to 10, but by the time that part 11 came out, I missed too much knowledge and didn't really know what was happening anymore. And I didn't want to start over then, so I waited until the whole series was finished with writing before I could actually start reading the series. And I think so too. Next match, if you win this, you're through to the finals. By the looks of it. Doesn't actually show that. But yeah. And then they're gonna go up against Hapkey or RTK or... Now, actually, I think Hapkey or RTK is gonna go, depending on if they win this part, if they win their knockout thingy. They're gonna go up against the losers from this match that we're gonna be seeing. Nope, girls don't just want to have poof. Girls just want to have books. That's a slightly different word. So Amorain won from Demon Beer. So now we have No Lives versus Amorain. We have the Big Three versus Loka. We have the Three Mosquitoes against Forstop. Kraken Hunters against Innovation. And No Lives versus Amorain. But we're going to be watching Win versus Garbo. No, I'm not from Sweden. I have two sisters that live in Sweden, but I'm pretty sure that's not what people knew. It's basically... I really love doing this kind of stuff. It's just a lot of fun. Right now I'm just babbling about all kinds of things because I need to fill the time. And I can't talk about the game indefinitely because we all know the game. And at some point, the game has had enough attention. I've actually never been to Groningen, but I know that there's several, I wouldn't say famous, but very good blitzers from there. So yeah, not sure what else to talk about, to be honest. I can talk more about books. I can talk about books like forever, but I don't think that will interest you. I've already covered the horror movie part and the disaster movie part as well. I've already covered the whole bug thing as well, because I love bugs. So now we're basically just waiting. I can talk to you more about Dave, if I can find Dave, because Dave is just really good fun. Dave is just... He keeps messaging me in games about all kinds of things, asking advice and everything. But it's just... He's so much fun. He's not the best of players, but he's really good fun. See, now, Agile Hippo noticed that the team that we're going to be streaming partly is Win. And we are waiting for Garbo to arrive. So... I wouldn't say let's go because I can't really fight them, not on my own. Especially not in the tank that is gonna be there and is already blown up when we start, but yeah. Garbo, where are you? But this has been a great initiative. I honestly really love Kraken for doing this kind of thing. Because it's a lot of fun. It's different. It's exciting. It's funny. Currently we see that Win has chosen 2 batch sets and an AMX. Not sure if they're gonna be driving that for sure. But it's a lively combination, and I like that during the evening you see the meta change, you see people going for different lineups. And now people are generally sticking with 2 batch sets and either a Foch. Oh, there we go. There's Garbo. With either a Foch or with an AMX 50B. I have a feeling that Rambo from North is not going to be driving the CDC. Especially not against tier 10 tanks. At the same time, with the batch sets around, you might possibly get away with it. And the AMXs aren't that heavily armored either. But with a Foch, it might be trouble. And I honestly don't know how easily a CDC can pen those things. The rest of Garbo is there. And we're gonna see what they do. That is, if everyone ready's up and if everyone is ready to go. I'm gonna make sure I don't have a thingy on the screen. And now we're just waiting for people to ready up. We see 3 AMX 50Bs. We've not had... No, we're not going to see 3 AMX 50Bs. We're going to see 2 of them and a Foch. Possibly. They might still be changing things. I actually would think it really cool from Win if they do take out that CDC. But they're going to go for 3 batchets. Oh my god, 3 batchets! I'm babbling about all kinds of subjects. Honestly, next stream I'm not going to have anything to talk about again. But next stream I might actually be playing. I'm contemplating doing a little stream tomorrow. For doing Mac games and everything. Show you what I've been doing. And hoping that things will go well. Honestly, don't know. Might try to do that on... not on the PC, but like... with the capture card and everything. See what happens. If it works, because I haven't really been testing that properly. But that would be quite fun. So... we are waiting. I'm not ruining your books. I'm telling you what books to read, that's all. Books are awesome. Honestly. So we're pretty much near being ready to go. The only thing we need now is for Killer from North to ready up. But yeah, overall, this has been really good fun. The time in between is a bit of a wait. Because you're not sure when the room is ready. You don't see an invite to the room, so that makes sense. But yeah, like with the Wargaming official things, you get an invite to the room and you know when about it's gonna come up. So right now they just need to ready up. Favy needs to ready up as well. Not sure what he's doing. I still need a lot of cookies for the Gravedigger. I do love getting cookies. I hate that I can't eat them. I like the way I drive zoomed in as well. It's nice. Okay, we're ready. Are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? We're gonna go to Himmelsdorf. Himmelsdorf is a city map. It's very tricky. But at the same time, with the amount of batchets that are gonna be running around, this could be great fun, but they need to stick together and they need to focus fire. And if they get the bases, then they might just win this. I seriously a Kuka tattoo there. I was like, what's a Kuka? I don't know. So we see that the batchets are already capping the bases. I'm not sure if Camper from North is gonna be happy there. He is spotting people. And I'm not sure he's gonna be able to get away with capping the base. He's not risking it. Good choice. He's running away. And the other 2 batchets are gonna go towards base B. I think that this is gonna be we're running around everywhere kind of game. I wonder if Camper is gonna get away with it. He is! Oh my god. Lucky, lucky, lucky Camper. So we see a batchet that is capping base D. And we see another batchet that is gonna grab base C. And as such, we're gonna be seeing a lot of running around. And I think this is a really cool thing to do for Win. And they might just be able to get away with it. Because you have the AMXs that are now turning around. And only the Foch is capping. And the Foch missed a shot. But they have 2 bases. And now the AMXs are grabbing a base as well. But they don't have the point advantage. They missed the point advantage by around 80 points. So, and they're now they're starting to recap. They're gonna be more at a disadvantage here. And we have the batchets. There are places. And they're just keeping an eye on where they're going. And I'm pretty sure that they're just gonna be running away whenever they get spotted. Ooh, killer! killer is gonna die, I'm pretty sure. There he goes. And they need to be careful. The bad shots need to keep running. They're getting some cheeky shots in. But they need to keep running. They still have the point advantage, but barely. If they lose another bad shot, they've lost it. Not necessarily the game. And that's a very lucky Rambo. And I think that camper is now gonna be able... It's now gonna grab base B. Because this is basically their tactic. Get the bases, troll them to hell. But now, Camper has 2 AMXs coming. He needs to run. They need the base, but he needs to run like hell. This is like a game of hide and seek, really. Ooh, Fosh, Fosh, Fosh. Ooh, that was a big shot from the Fosh. And they're already grabbing base B. This was a very fun tactic by Win, but it's not gonna work out. And now the only one we have left is Rambo. And Rambo is actually living the longest. But this is not looking good for Rambo. Especially not against these tanks. He is capping the base, he kinda has to. If he manages to cap them all, he might still win. But now he's gonna get an AMX there. Ooh, that was a big shot. Ooh, that was a shot through the train. That was awesome. Honestly, I love the 3 bad chat tactic, but it's not working. Ooh, that miss. But you have the Fosh on the other side. Ah! That was a very lucky Rambo. Rambo is not gonna live this down though. You need to run, Rambo. Rambo, you're gonna get killed. Bye, Rambo. Oh my god. I love that tactic though. It started off so well. Honestly, thought they would be able to do it. But they lost too many shots. They lost too many HP trying to cap the bases. So now we're just waiting for them to ready up again. I wonder if we're gonna see something different. This is again gonna be on Himmelsdorf, so that makes it tricky. We see 3 bad chats, only Mannequin needs to ready up, there we go, and 2 AMX 50Bs and a Fosh again. I think that works well on Himmelsdorf because the map, the way that the bases are positioned, are small enough for the AMXs to go everywhere and keep them from getting all the bases. Ooh, yeah, I think they forgot to spawns. I think they need to exit. Yeah, go garage. Spawns, 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 spawns. Spawns. I think I'm gonna exit. Because spawns. There we go. Switch to spawns. Spawns. Mannequin. That's better. Spawns are swapped. Something something in Finnish. I have no idea what you're saying. Wills too. Look at the broken rooftops. I've actually never looked at that before. We have the Batchats going. Not really. Oh, we have the AMXs making a very aggressive push. Batchats need to get away from there. There goes the first shot into the Batchat and the first shot into the AMX. And the Batchats are running. The Fosh is behind capping base D. That's a very clever move. And the AMXs are gonna grab base C. But I'm not sure they're gonna be able to get away with that. They need to get the bases and they need to get them fast. Otherwise they have too big a point disadvantage. We have a blind shot going into base B, but it misses. And now both teams have 2 bases, but Garbo has the point advantage. He bounced! How did he bounce on the bat chat? And now they're making a very clever move. They're moving back to protect base. Well, no. The Force is pushing to shoot bat chats. Looks like. And I think he's also pushing to grab bases. Killer from north might be in trouble. If that pans. But he doesn't shoot. Oh my god. And now they're gonna grab base B. And they're gonna grab base C. And Win is actually being very clever about it this time around. With the way that they're... Ooh, Rambo got shot. Rambo got shot. Abort, abort. They need to get the base, but it will be hard for them. They also need to grab base B because the Force is now going for it. This is basically a merry-go-round. They're just... There we go. And they can't afford to go through the middle to grab base B. We have the AMX that's now turning around. The AMXs, I should say. The batchats are moving in now. And I think they're gonna try to kill off. Force is there, Force is there, Force is there. Careful, careful, careful. I like the 3 batchat tactic. Ooh. They need to focus fire. He bounced on the ass of a batchat. That wasn't even a batchat bounce. That was an ass batchat bounce. How do you bounce on the behind of a batchat? Honestly, I have no idea. Force is there, Force is there, Force is there. Camper, camper, camper. Camper's gonna die. Especially when he... Ooh, that was a lucky bounce. AMX might just die there. There he goes. This is Win's game. Despite the bases and the merry-go-round kind of thing. Now the Force is surrounded. Whichever way he turns, he's gonna get shot. That was a big shot, but he didn't. He's not gonna survive this. And that's Win's game. They same tanks, but different tactic, and it worked. Nice. That was awesome. And now we're gonna get a different map. And then it's gonna be really interesting to see what they do. Because there's not many maps you can run around on like the way you do on Himmelsdorf. When you have 3 batchats. So let's see, what map are we getting? Dun 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 dun. What's the tiebreaker map? Can't be Himmelsdorf, we've just been there. Give us a map. In the meantime, I'm quickly gonna see what the other teams are doing. Because that's going on in the background. We have Hapki versus Legion. And RGK versus either Innovation or No Lives. So that's gonna be interesting to see as well. We're going to Naval Frontier. Whoop whoop. And we're gonna stick with the 3 batchats on Win side, and we have 2 MX-50Bs and a batchat instead of a Foch on Garbo's side. So let's see how this goes, where they go, who they spot, who they kill. I like the similar camos that they're driving with. Looks good. Shows unity even though they're from 3 different clans. And we have the Batchats going everywhere. And I think they're gonna grab base A. And I think they're gonna grab base C. And the Batchat hurt himself. They're not gonna grab any of the bases. They're getting shots in though. There's planes flying around. Ooh, shots going on everywhere. Basically, they're all isolated in a way. But they are getting damaged and Rambo needs to go now. Rambo, you're gonna die if you don't move. And they are focusing on the lone AMX down below. And Rambo is still alive. And he bounced the shot. Batchats and bounces. How? But there he goes. And now Camper from North is also in trouble. They need to kill. There he goes. This is not going to be a happy Batchat game. Batchat is barely alive, but we have Batchat versus Batchat. If Batchat can get to Batchat. And then we still have the AMX. And Batchat is running. Batchat wants to kill the AMX, I think. I wonder if he's gonna get away with it. Ooh! There goes Batchat. And it's Garbo that's through to the finals. Oof. I think it went wrong when they didn't go for the caps. And they lost too much HP trying to get out that one AMX. But that was pretty wicked gameplay. Wait, is this a best of 5? Could be. I'm not quite sure, but at some point we're switching to best of 5. I think this is it. So let's see. We're getting 2 Kraken extra spectators. Again, we see 3 Batchats on the other side. And AMX 50Bs in the Batchat on this side. Let's see how it goes this time. Last time, on Himmelsdorf, Win managed to turn it around and grab it the second match. But it might be tricky this match. We have people being spotted. We have C that's gonna get capped. They're ignoring A and B. And now we have A and B that are gonna get capped. And he actually hurt himself dropping down. So I need to be careful. Killer is running away. I have a feeling that Camper from North is gonna be in trouble there. So I'm gonna go there. And follow what's happening. He is getting the cap. But he is getting shot for it. And ooh, big shots. Batchat is going after the Batchat. And they will need to work well together for the Batchats to make this last. And not drive into each other, because that generally doesn't help. We see loss of HP vanishing. We have a lone AMX 50B. That is probably gonna get shot. And these 2 Batchats need to make the killing move. But they're not. They're trying to protect each other, but they can't save that Batchat. And it's costing them too much. It's costing them a lot of HP. And this is not a clever move from Win. They're in a pretty good position. They can't get shot all that easily where they are. But this is very tricky. They do have 2 bases. But that's not going to last much longer. Because of course Garbo is going to go for it. They need to make the kills. They make the kill. But it's costing them dearly. And the Batchat needs to move away. And now we still... Ooh, but now the Batchat is a one-shot. They need to go after that bat. There goes the Batchat. And now it's 2 Batchats versus 1 AMX. They're not quite one-shot yet. So they might pull this off. Let's see if I can get you in a little tighter. To show you what's happening. And he's going after the one that he can clip. But this is dangerous game. AMX is getting a lot of shots into his bum. And the Batchat is gonna go... Ooh! Ah! You're stuck! You're stuck, Batchat! Oh my god, I can't believe that happened. If he hadn't gotten stuck, he would have made that. And I'm not sure this is gonna go well. But we're gonna see. Come on, Batchat. Ooh, he did it! And now it's 2 versus 2. Oof! That was cool. So now we're gonna get a new map again. I wonder what map is that's gonna be. And I wonder if 3 Batchats will work on it. Middelburg. That will be tricky. Especially with 3 Batchats. But I do think that the combination works for them. More or less. They just need to be a bit more careful driving around, to be honest. And on the other side, we now see 2 Batchats and an MX-50B. So this is gonna be cool to watch. Pressure is on. Whoever wins this is through to the finals. Dun 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 dun. So now we're just waiting for Winters to ready up. And then we can go. Nobody knows. Come on, Winters. Pretty sure they will be on Discord together, to be honest. There we go. Whoop whoop. And this is the final game, and there we have my dear Proto and the Batchat. They're gonna go up in smoke, literally. There they go. Look, they're gonna go up in smoke. And we have the AMXs that are going into the hills together with the Batchat, and I think that we have the Batchat that should go city, actually. Because that could make all the difference for them. Gonna go up in the free cam and see what happens. We see the Batchats going into the city, grabbing B, and that's a very clever move. We have Rambo that is staying up. We have the AMXs, they're focusing C. They're running away. I think they're gonna grab A as well. They kind of have to. And if they kept it together, then all the more reason. Rambo, you need to get out of there. Go, Rambo, go! And he's doing that the safe way to avoid getting shot. And this is actually quite clever, because where I thought that Garbo would have the bases in the city, now it's actually Win that has the bases in the city. And now all they need to do is survive. But now the AMXs are gonna go in. And now we have Kemper going back to Rambo. But Killer is gonna be not happy when he sees this coming at him. And he manages to only get hit once, twice. But he's now gonna be meeting the AMXs as well. And now Killer is gonna go die. He's not gonna survive this. And there goes Killer. But they do have 2 bases, but at the same time, Now Garbo can go cap. And the other two Batchets will have a hard time dealing with this. But at the same time, Rambo is almost up in the hills. And he's capping that base. They do have a point advantage. But Garbo will go for B as well. And that makes sense. This is going to be a very tricky game for Win. And I have a feeling that this is not going to be looking good for them. Because they will need to continuously cap bases. And they need to take out these tanks. And they're not going to be able to. We see a shot going into the Batchet there. But they have to... AMX, sorry. But they have two bases now. So they have nothing to worry about. With the AMX that's going... the Batchet that's going away. But is now turning back, maybe-ish. They don't know. They're preparing to defend base A, basically. And that's a good call. But we have the Batchet over here that's going to get some shots into the bum. That was a big shot into the Batchet. That was not worth doing it. And now the AMXs are going in for the kill. And the Batchet needs to get the hell out of there. But at the same time, Rambo is using this. And ooh, Camper's almost dead. Well, he is grabbing base A. And they're not going to be able to hold base A. But Camper is not going to survive that. And that's been very expensive. And at the same time, once Camper is dead... Ooh, Rambo, you need to go, go, go. Once Camper is dead... And Rambo here is very lucky. They're going to grab C. This is really not looking good for Win. But this is quite epic, to be honest. It's fun to commentate on when it's like this. That was a nice shot too. Oh, you don't want to bounce shots on this. Ooh, there goes Camper. And now it's just Rambo. And I'm sorry, Rambo. This isn't looking good for you. Especially not with the points being where they are. You need to get the bases and you don't have the luxury of getting them. That was a nice ram. And there we go. Garbo wins. Oof. Very nicely played though. Those were really fun matches. I liked the Batchet. So probably the room is gonna be dismissed again. I'm gonna hit refresh on the map thingy, the tree thingy. So we have RTK versus Hapki. And the winner of that is gonna go against Win. And the winner of that is gonna go against Garbo in the grand finals. I'm very curious, there's one score that says F and W. I think that's Feel and Win, but all the others say numbers. I'll ask about that afterwards. I'm just always reading up to be sure that I'm there. So I'm not sure what we're going to be watching now, and when we're going to watch it. Because the schedule doesn't really show me what time we have the next match. Well, we'll see. 86% of the tournament has been played. There we go, room is gone. I feel roomless. Ooh, that's gonna start in 2 minutes. Actually, really curious. Gonna see if I can join. Ah, no, I can't. I only have the one password, And it's not for this room. But yeah, we have a little bit to go. I think the grand finals is in like half an hour. Let's see if I can get my Discord back on my desktop. And see if I can get you some replays to watch. Dun 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 dun. So, kind of curious to see what will happen. And who's going to be going into the finals. And for some reason I now have 2 Discords starting, even though I only pressed it once. Because that makes sense. I really want to speak Finnish. I want to write Finnish at least. Because all the words look funny. And like I said, I know a few ones. A few words, but most of them aren't good. I used to know how to say I love you in Finnish, but now I don't remember. Haven't used it enough. So there we go. That's almost started. Discord is actually letting me scroll now, which is definitely helpful. I'm not sure if I can play this one actually. It might just give me an error. Ah, it does give me an error. Let's quickly look. Okay, let's see what other replays I have. I was wondering if it was before the update, and it was. That means that there's probably a few that are not working. Do. Let's see, does this one work? We might get this a few times, to be honest. Nope, not yet. I always forget when the updates have actually been. Actually last week, so I should probably scroll down a lot. Thing is that with the replays, for my sub replays, I only use losses and draws. Because I always feel that people earn a lot more from that than from wins. A lot of people, when you point out what they did wrong and they win, they're like, yeah, but why are you saying that? We won, didn't we? But that's not really the point. Let's see. Yeah, let's play this one. This should work. Mouse. An NA game by the looks of it, when I see that banner. So let's see what then Force does. Invictus. Gegen wir los. And people are turning around. This is not supremacy. So basically then it's more important to stick with the team and not divide. We have an object 268 that is gonna try and camp. But the rest is gonna go with the team. So let's generate a good thing. Oh, you're in my country, Zedman. That's nice. I'm all the way across the country, but I'm still in the same country. So we don't know what's happening now because we can only follow the mouse, which isn't all that fast. But overall, only the enemy team has lost some HP, so that's not bad. Don't drive into your teammates. Why did you shoot there? There was no one there. Yeah, you need to shoot some people at some point. We have the Batchat that is getting massacred. We have the FV at the top that is getting 3 shots in. But I'm kind of curious how this will go. I know the end result, but yeah. Overall, they do need to do some damage. There's one. And now both teams have lost someone. And the mouse is turning around. Everything takes time in the mouse. Kraken Team Gala is a 3 versus 3 tournament. Oh, we have an E100 over there. That doesn't do damage. You're a mouse, so you can probably bounce some. But so can he. So can they, I should say. That's a nice shot. And a nice angle from the mouse. But you can't really do much damage there. And he needs to be careful. You can't shoot him there. Use ammo. Oh, you, that was a shot from behind. There's someone on the hill over there. And now the Object 268 has just died. Oh, I got a password. Well, now I'm... Okay. That means I need to quit this game. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Gonna see what I got. I should get a password. Ah. Yeah, I gave the ending away. I'm sorry. Training rooms. Gala. They probably already started. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, RTK already won, so I'm late. Oh well. That's actually no. It's RTK versus Nova now. Let me check that. No, they already won. No, it's RTK versus Happy. And I think that's already gone. It's gone down. Whoop whoop. Okay, we got RTK versus Win. And I get to spectate, so I'm not too late. Oh, I thought for sure I was too late there, but that's good. This is gonna be quite cool. Because both these teams have used the triple Batchat. So that's gonna be fun. Pretty sure we're not going to be triple Batchats. By the looks of it, we're going to see a Fosha Batchat and an AMX. And one Batchat on the other side. We're missing 2 Batchats. Yeah, you need to remove people if you can only have 4 spectators. Aw. There's a camper. Both these teams have been so much fun. In 6 minutes, apparently, we're gonna start. Not sure exactly who all is streaming. I know there's 4 streamers, but I don't know who. Let me see. Okay, PC is being really annoying again. So I'm just gonna look it up on my phone. As streamers we have all me, Naxos, Infernox, and Gone. Well, everyone is rearing to go. Dun 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 dun. Gun isn't here, so I think that Naxos is streaming instead, possibly. Too much baguette, me no follow. Apparently, from what I understand, that Rafael something is recording to possibly see, to look it back and see how people did, if any rules were broken, maybe, I don't know. But now Naxos got to stream. That's really nice of him. Dun 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 dun. So this again is a best of 1. So they need to win this. It's a random map. They don't know what they're gonna get. They don't know what spawn they're gonna get. So it can go anyway. It would be fun if it's Copperfield, to be honest. I'm gonna laugh if it is. I wonder if they're gonna say nope. And that is my press account. Because the C stands for contributor. But it's also because one of my old clanmates from my old clan kept calling me Camo Net. As in the camo net that you put on tanks to be invincible and everything. So it's kind of a word joke. Something, something, something French. And yes, it ends with. I don't know enough French to follow all of that. To be honest, I probably would if I would be careful and just take my time to read it and repeat it in my head slowly. Or pronounce it slowly. Because then I generally find out and it works. But French was never my favorite subject at school. I just don't get the language of, we have this grammatical rule, this is what it is, and here are the 1 million exceptions for it. That's basically the French language. But yeah, Ryan, to answer your question from before, the Kraken Team Gala is basically a 3 versus 3 tournament from 16 teams. We're now nearing the end stage. Generally best of 3. But in this case, because it's the lower bracket, we get the best of 1. And they can only drive French tanks. Oh my god, they're doing the bad chat thing again. Honestly, I love it. So now we have 2 minutes before it actually starts. Unless they all say that it's... that they're ready to go. Aww, that's nice of the honor. Oof, too much French. French is about the only thing in school that I cheated with. Because I just didn't want to learn all the exceptions. So I would write notes to cheat, basically. Thing is that I can write runes, And generally your teachers have no idea what it says. So it's a very effective way. But yeah, officially I shouldn't be teaching you guys this stuff, so you never heard that. But yeah, we're gonna see what they're gonna do soon. I have no idea what Purple Pooper's listing foodstuffs. Bacon. Bacon is the foodstuff that's important. Yeah, I followed that. So basically we have 3 streamers here, I believe. There we go! We have an AMX, a Batchat and a Fosh versus 3 Batchats on Castilla. Batchat. Let's see what happens. Best of 1. Winner takes all, basically. Well, winner gets to go to the final and then try to take all. So we have the Batchats that are going in split directions. And we have R2K that is all gonna go towards B. And I think that's a good call, because with the Batchats you never know where they're gonna be. And from base B you can decap base C. And we now have Rambo that went Rambo and is camping. And we have Zerd that is in base B. Being careful to try and not get blind shotted. He did get spotted there and he is getting shot. And he is in trouble. But both teams have lost some HP now. No one got a base. And Zerd is in trouble and he needs to not be between the buildings. They know someone is there, but they don't know who. And we have a winch that is gonna go after that. But we have camper that just dropped down. And I wonder if they're gonna try and cap base B after all. Winch is basically alone, which is a tricky thing. And if Winch was looking the other way... Ooh, Zerd is in trouble. Now we have the Batchat. Fosh Honor, you need to turn, you need to turn, you need... No, the other way. That is a very lucky Fosh. Zerd basically just needs to grab a base. He's heading back now. But he's actually going into a very good position. Fosh is taking some shots. Rambo is still hidden. The Honor is losing a lot of HP. He's not really in a good position there. Especially now that Killer is gonna go to the back. And probably shoot him from there. Very clever move from Win there. And basically Winch needs to make a move, because now the Honor and the Fosh are very low HP. And he's in trouble now. He's gonna die. He's very lucky there. But Zerd also lost health and he's very nearly dead. We have Winch that is risking everything. We have the Honor that died. We now have Win that is capping base B. And we have Winch that is in a very precarious position. And that is not looking good. He's using the rock to avoid getting shot there. From behind, that is. But he's gonna lose HP fast. And Winch is not gonna survive this. But at the same time, Kemper might just survive this. Zerd has had to move. And now the AMX is... Yeah, he's gonna get sandwiched by 2 Batchats. That's not gonna go well. And there goes Zerd. Winch has 6 HP left. And there he goes. And Win is through to the finals against Garbo. Oof. Clever gameplay with the Batchats there, because for a long time Rambo wasn't spotted and he got so many shots in there. He could protect his team perfectly that way. Well done. Okay, so that's it. Gala. Bretagne. I know the code for this one. There I am! Very curious to see what we'll see now, because we're getting... Looks like we're getting a random map. So that means that we have a best of 5. Wait, I don't know what they're gonna be driving on. So that's gonna be interesting. Dun 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 dun. So now we're just having to wait. I think the grand finals is in 10 minutes. So we have a little bit of time. But overall, this is a lot of fun. I've loved seeing just the whole... This isn't quite right. Favor shouldn't be in that team. Overall, we've just seen really fun gameplay, and it's kind of random in a way, because you only have 3 people in a team. So you only have 2 teammates to help you with stuff. And that is not exactly easy. And I think that has a lot to do with you don't have a team to basically dominate the map with. So you're very dependent on specific little things. And basically the first HP damage counts for a lot more than just a shot that it does. Because it can render your tank pretty much in trouble, so to speak. Because if, like, for instance, at some point we saw the Batchat lose like nearly 1k damage early on, that means that he can't get shot anymore, or he just dies. So that's very difficult, to be honest, to adjust to that, especially when you're limited to just using French tanks. I'm very curious what this would do if you would do it in a German kind of thing. I think it would be great fun to organize something like that, to be honest. Dun 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 dun. New rule is that it's random map? I didn't know that. Let me see. Maps. It doesn't actually say for the grand final. We've seen all the others. I think we're gonna get randoms now. That would be actually quite nice. Mostly because it's just, well, random. So we're gonna see what happens if people were to ready up. Best of 5 with random maps. And whoever wins the tournament. So we have a little bit to go. It would definitely help if people were ready up, because then you can actually enter the battle. So we're just waiting for that. And then we're gonna go into the game and possibly see some people get shot. Well, tanks to get shot, not people, but yeah, you know what I mean. Oh my god, really? Right. Ready up, let's go. We see 2 AMX 50Bs and a Batchat on Garbo's side. And the famous 3 Batchat combination on the other side. Which is very tricky, but it has worked well for them as well. Yeah, I keep checking that I'm not showing something on the stream that I shouldn't. More like map like being in the middle or something. Because I still have like all the maps here. I have this here and all the maps that I use for the Twister Cup is all in this whole scene. So I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally have something on the stream. And at the same time, I like checking the standards to the stands to see who's where and everything. So yeah, now we're just waiting. In 5 minutes we get to go. It's a random map. And now we're just waiting until people are ready. But apparently Garbo doesn't seem to want to go until it's 11:30. Which, to be honest, has been the announced time. So yeah, it does make sense. But since everyone is here, we could just go. You don't hear this, I hope at least, but I just let out such a yawn. It's a weeknight. But yeah, after tomorrow it's weekend, so it's okay. And this has been great fun to do. Love the whole random fact of it, basically. And to see that 3 Batchats can work really well together. So yeah, in a few minutes we get to go. And we get to see what happens. And we get to see who win the finals. I actually find it quite funny that 3 people that are not in a clan together are doing so well. Not that they couldn't, but it's more like people that are in a clan together tend to be more used to each other's communication and the way that they play and everything. And yes, of course, they could have tuned a lot, but they wouldn't have trained a lot as a team. And I know that the From North guys, the guys from the North, see what I did there? They have played in a team a lot. So even though they're used to 4 more people being there, they will be more used to working together as a team. So with that in mind, it's quite cool that they're doing so well. Chapeau. I, back in high school, actually learned a French song called Chapeau. I'm not gonna sing it on stream because I don't remember half the lyrics, but yeah. Okay, we're all ready, so we might actually get to go. We have 3 Batchats and 2 AMX 50Bs and a Batchat. There's a lot of Batchat. Here we go. And we start on Middleburg, which we've seen is very tricky with 3 Batchats. Yeah. Let's see what happens. If they focus fire, they could pull this off. But they're doing the same thing that they did last time. One of them is staying more... No, they're not. They're moving. They are sticking to... Ooh, that was a nice slide from Camper. We have the Batchat going into base B. We have the Batchat that is spotting them. And running away. And they're probably now gonna get base A. They kinda have to. But this time we're gonna see if they manage to stay alive. They are capping base C. We have Killer going into base A to cap it. And the AMXs are staying up, but I have a feeling that, like last time, we're gonna see a rush down. And I think that's why Camper is where he is right now. Because last time, when he went down, it went into big trouble. And now, Killer is running away. And now Camper should move in and get C. They have been spotted. So they need to get as much point advantage as early as they can. Because after this, it will be hard for them to decap. So we have Camper that is now taking base C, which is a good call. And we have all the bad chats going into the hill. But the trick is that if they grab base B as well, they're going to be in a bit of trouble. Because then they lose the point advantage. And they now know that there are people there. They can't just keep running around though. They have to do something at some point. We see some shots being fired, but no HP being lost. The AMXs do have quite a bit more HP though. And now they just need to look at the batches being all spread out like this. That can work in their favor. It can also really work against them. The AMXs have pulled back, which is a good call, because now they just need to defend. And Win is definitely in a precarious position for this. Because this is not really the position you want to be in. But we have Camper and Rambo that are now pulling back together. Basically what they need to do is they need to go in and they need to focus fire. But they need to focus fire in a way that doesn't cost them tons of HP. And the Batchats are pulling together, but what are they gonna do? Where are they gonna go? Nobody knows. Hello, Ethan. So they're sticking together. But they need to make a move, because otherwise they're gonna lose on points. And they need to make a push together. Which is difficult in Batchats when you only have no armor. So they're gonna go down. They're gonna go a bit of everywhere. They need to make this move. They need to make it work. They're all moving in. I wonder if Camper is gonna try and... They need to try and get the bases. First shots being fired. Batchat going through base B. Rambo at the back. Camper capping the base. They're not gonna be in time like this. If Killer dies, they basically won. They need to kill people. This is not enough. So we have Batchat versus Batchat. And they need to kill him very fast if they want to win this. But there he goes, and now first game goes to Garbo. They waited too long with pressing that. So that's a shame. But overall, very nicely held. And city advantage definitely helped. Because with the heavies, when you get those bases in the city, you can just hold them. Or with the Batchat, you can get those bases, but then you need to run like hell. So they definitely had the stronger team composition to work on this map. But that's why running the map is fun, because you don't know what you're gonna get. And you don't know if it's gonna work against you or in your favor. Black Goldfill. Completely different map. Honestly, quite love this map, but it will be hard for the Batchats to make this work. Because capping base B will be very tricky with the tanks that they have. I think we're gonna see a spot at B and a cap at C. But Camper is in trouble. He actually should go A now, which I think he's gonna do, with a bit of a roundabout thing. We have one of the AMX 50Bs that is losing. I'm just gonna go free cam here actually. That was a nice shot into the Batchat. But they need to get the bases. Otherwise they're gonna lose on points again. And these guys are good at sticking together. But you can't really afford to do that in this map. Because now they're going to go A. And really... Where are you? There you are. Killer, you should go C and grab it. Because they have the point advantage. You want to take the point advantage from them. But they're not capping the bases. It's pretty easy for them to decap B from whatever location they're at. But the Batchats need to use their mobility. They need to troll and grab that base. And I think Camper is going to go to C now. Whereas they're going to go to A. Which means that the Batchats can grab B together. This is basically pretty troll. Because whichever way they go, technically speaking, the Batchats should be able to outrun them. And they should be able to outbase them, basically. But they are a little bit behind. So they need to make it work carefully. The Batchats need to go to A now. And now we have Rambo that is going to decap base B. There are shots being fired. And now he needs to run. That is a very, very lucky Batchat. That is not a lucky Batchat over there though. Camper. Ooh, Camper. Camper is gonna die. And both teams just lost the tank. And now we have the other Batchat that is hurrying in to kill off the Batchat. And now they need to be careful. They don't want to be in the line of fire from that AMX. And technically it's okay. That cost them. If they take out that Batchat though, that would be grand. But they do have the bases. They can just be patient. But they're gonna take out, they want to take out that Batchat. I'm just gonna go in, being too far away. There goes the Batchat, and now you have two Batchats versus one AMX. But the AMX is about to have a full clip. Batchat, don't block the Batchat. Come on. They should have this. He's not, yeah, there he goes. He's not gonna be able to clip them. Nicely done by Win. I like this random map thing. Makes it interesting. We see maps that we haven't seen during the day. During the evening, I should say. Just makes it a lot of fun. So now we get to see the third map, which can be anything. Falls Creek, that's a new one again. And that's also going to be very tricky for them. For the Batchats, that is. Because yes, you can grab A. But it will be very hard to decap C. And even harder to cap B. And they kind of need to stick together. They're all going there. If they knew this, I wonder if they would go C. But if they just stuck together, they could clip that Batchat. If they wait too long, they're not going to be able to get away with it. And if the AMXs arrive, then they're in trouble. Rambo's going to go back. I think he's going to grab C. Killer got a shot. Camper got a shot in. But Camper now needs to run away. Because you don't want to be caught by those AMXs. We have Rambo that is grabbing C. First shot going into Killer. Run away, Killer. You're not gonna like this. Ooh! Killer almost deleted. But he's still alive. Somehow. But Killer's gonna probably... Yeah, there he goes. There goes Killer. Very tricky gameplay. And he just took so many chances just to try and get the one shot into the AMX. And now we have the AMX going after Camper. And we have Rambo at the back. But I'm probably gonna see... He is trying to help his teammate. But it's not easy over there. Ooh, that was lucky. They need to even up the guns. And Camper just got shot. And there goes Camper. And now it's only Rambo. And Rambo's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Because even if he caps this base, which he probably won't be able to, they're just gonna grab another base. Woo! Rambo. If anyone can do it, Rambo can, of course. Because he's Rambo. But now we have a full clip AMX coming. Ooh, that was a very expensive miss. Just gonna bring you in closer. That ending though. That was awesome. And this is the tricky thing about those bat chats. There are some maps where they just don't work on, and where the map is too small to make 3 bat chats work. And this is something that I've always already thought about most maps. There's a lot of maps where the bat chat is just too light, too fast, and it's too easy to shoot them. But yeah, they are sticking with 3 bat chats. And I think that Garbo is gonna stick with the other lineup as well. So any match that Win now loses, and they lose the tournament, and then Garbo wins. So it's gonna be quite cool, either which way. Inferno still needs to... Oh, there we go. Desert Sands. Technically, this could be working in Win's favor. And that has everything to do with if they pwn the desert, you have better positioning in the desert. And you can get more shots in the desert, from the desert. You can decap B from the desert. But it will be hard for them. Especially if those AMXs will be there to clip them. They need to get the early point advantage, and they basically just need to get the heck out of there. They could potentially go for B and see what happens. We see Rambo in a very precarious position there. But Win is capping a base, and I don't understand why they're not just grabbing B. Shots going in. But not enough. They need to clip those AMXs. Ooh, that was a bounce on the bat chat. And now we're gonna see... This is gonna be very tricky. It's gonna be all about the focus fire. And they need to not get in each other's way. Which they were. And there he goes, 1 AMX. Then we have Batchet versus Batchet on the other side. And the Batchet missed. Ooh. And the Batchet missed again. Clip that Batchet. Clip that Batchet. There goes 1. But this will be very tricky. I think we're gonna see the end of one of the Batchets. There he goes. But now the AMX is on the reload. So now the Batchet is almost done reloading. But he's not going to be able to clip him in one go, where I think that the AMX is going to be able to clip the Batchet in one go. So he just needs to run away! And keep running. This is very cool. What are we gonna see here? Is he gonna expecting the AMX to be reloading? Yeah, now he is. And this game is Wins. Whoop whoop. Well done. This could have gone either way. They actually got in each other's way, which I thought would definitely cost them the game. But now it's 2-2, so now we got the final match. Woo! This is gonna be awesome. I wonder what final map we're gonna get. And what we're gonna see. Can be anything, anywhere. Here we go. Vineyards. Well, that can go either way. So this could potentially work in the Batchat's favor, but they shouldn't get caught out by the AMXs. They're definitely gonna grab B, that makes sense. And I think that one of them going to C is very tricky, even though he's a Batchat and might be able to get away from there. They're not gonna grab A. Spotty, spotty! Get away from there! I think they're definitely gonna go for A now. Blind shot into B, didn't work. Nice decap by Camper. And now they're gonna have 2 bases and the Batchets just need to survive basically. If they were to actually cap, there we go. Very tricky gameplay from Garbo, to be honest. And they're gonna have this cap as well. And now Camper is reloading, which I think is a good call. Shot into Rambo over there. But they have the 2 bases. All they need to do is survive. Ooh! Killer's getting some shots into him. Rambo got spotted, so he immediately hides, which I think is a good call, because when you're unspotted again, then you have the luxury to move. Ooh! Rambo, you need to go. And Rambo senses that. At the same time, with Favor and Orca coming out of the city, that means that they're leaving winches behind. And if the Batchats were to see that, they would smell blood. So now they kind of need to go see. I wonder if Rambo is gonna decap from there, because technically he can. But I think he's a bit afraid of the AMX that potentially behind there. Ooh, there was a big shot into Rambo. You have the point advantage. Why would you take this risk? This is a very, very big risk from Rambo. Ooh, lucky Rambo. Guys, why are you taking this risk? You had the massive point advantage. You didn't need to cap the base again. But they are gonna kill the AMX though, I think. But oh my god, this is close. There it goes. But look at this HP difference. Woo! Why? Why, Killer? Why? No, Camper, don't do it. Don't do it. Just run away. Grab A. If you can. You need to grab A. They're gonna decap it faster than they... well, they're gonna definitely... Yeah, this is definitely... This will be very tricky. He needs to kill the Batchat. And not waste shots on the AMX. It's all about the Batchat. If Killer just hadn't killed himself, they would have had this. Basically, Camper is doomed. Because Killer... I wouldn't say YOLO, but he definitely didn't help. Poor Batchat in the corner over here. He's just gonna get rushed now. And rightfully so. Both have a shot left. Both, yeah, just there we go. Nicely done by Garbo's wildcard team. They won. Congratulations. So yeah, guys, that was basically it for tonight. That was amazingly good fun. Absolutely loved it. Just the whole setup of it, it's just nice and random. And it's fun. It's not too complicated, it's just... yeah, it's different. The whole thing... the whole setup of this tournament is just great fun. So thank you so much, Kraken, for organizing this, for setting it up so that we could do this and that I could stream it. Because I absolutely loved watching this. Had a lot of fun. A bit of a loss at what to talk about in between, but I had a lot of fun with the games and the teams and everything. So yeah, that was it for tonight. Thank you so much all for watching. Congratulations again to Garbo's wildcard team for winning. And for all the other teams for participating and bringing such fun to this, because this was just lovely. And I'll see you guys all the next time. Good night.